stupid Astrid making me kill all those people and catch a carriage to Falkreath. I hate it here! Oh, no, 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 no. By the gods, no. A full moon. This day can't get any worse. Bark! I don't want to be a furry anymore.
Die, beast!
Right to jail.
What is wrong with me? Don't keep spending the night with Ayella. You're gonna regret it. She's a free spirit. I never listen to myself. Oh, hi. How long have you been staring at me? Well, in case it hasn't been long, nice to meet you. It's Time Bomb. And I guess the Falkreath guards don't like werewolves. You know, it's kind of ironic that this is happening to me now, because a while ago I helped out a guy in this exact same cell, in this exact same situation, but I'm sure you don't want to hear about that. Alright, you've convinced me. Let's talk about it. So a while back, I was at the Falkreath jail poking around the stolen contraband chest when I see this guy who, for some unknown reason, is standing in a kiddie pool of water, and he just seems pretty upset.
Come to gawk at the monster.
Gawk at the monster. Gawk on the monster. Everything reminds me of her. Anyway, so I asked this guy what he's doing in this cell, and it turns out it's not for a fun reason. The memory of him saying what he did is actually kind of depressing because he's clearly very remorseful, but basically he sent a little girl to the gulag. But what confused me was the way he blamed a ring he was wearing for the crime he had committed. He tells me that he's wearing the ring of Hircine, the Daedric prince of the hunt and the father of man-beasts.
I was told it could let me control my transformations.
However, after Sinding stole the ring, Hircine in turn had put a curse on it, and as Sinding will tell you, it ended up making things even worse.
I put it on, and the changes just came to me. I could never guess when. It would be at the worst times, like with the little girl.
From this point, I ask him what kind of transformations he's talking about, and that's when he finally comes clean, admitting that he's a werewolf and that the ring was supposed to help him gain control over his transformations. Upon asking him what he plans to do now, he tells me that he's been looking for ways to appease Hircine. There's supposedly a large, majestic beast roaming the mountains of Skyrim, and Sinding says that Hircine will commune with whoever slays it. Sinding himself had actually tracked this beast down, and just before slaying it, that's when the dog in him said,
"Destroy the child."
And Sinding wants to beg Hircine for forgiveness and give him back the ring, but while he's stuck in prison, the beast still wanders the hills of Skyrim waiting to be slain. So I tell him I will take the ring to Hircine for him. I just realized my shirt was like kind of shoved into my ass, excuse me. And as Sinding sits hopeless and 100% trapped, he removes the ring of Hircine, hands it to me, and then immediately transforms into a werewolf and climbs out of the prison cell that he's been holding in. His transformations were already at random times, and the ring also made transformations happen at random times. So like, why is it only after we met and I take the ring from him that he's able to transform and escape? If it's because of the ring, couldn't he have just stuck it in the old prison wallet? He's not technically wearing it at that point. All right, let's go find the beast. Now, I feel like I can trust you not to talk to the feds, so I'm gonna tell you some of the more unrated parts of this adventure. On my way to the beast location, I came across some Imperial scum and one of their nobles. So obviously we had to bring down the chain of command a little bit. Then I reach a snowy mountain pass, and there it is, the elusive white elk. Such a majestic creature only deserves the most respectful death. So I learned today that you have to kill the deer with an actual weapon in this quest, because with the Skyrim physics and fall damage that we all know and love, a fall that huge would have killed Alduin. Then I tripped on my way down to finish him off and had to start all over back at the Falkreath jail. So I climb back up, slay the elk, its spirit appears standing over its body, and it turns out that this is the aspect of Hircine.
Well met, hunter.
I just realized my ears are getting messed up. Why didn't any of you tell me? But then he tells me I'm like a really good hunter and he's super proud of me.
You may even be my champion. Perhaps.
Thanks, Dad. Hircine. I meant Hircine. So I ask him if he can remove this curse from the ring.
I may consider it. But you must first do a service for my glory.
Oh dear, what have I gotten myself into now? So now we found ourselves in a little bit of a love triangle, because as it turns out, the favor we must do for Hircine is hunt down Sinding, who has now fled to Bloated Man's Grotto. We have to kill him and tear his hide from his body as an offering to Hircine. So off we go to Bloated Man's Grotto so we can decide what we want to do. Upon going inside, there was a dead hunter laying next to the campfire, and on the other side, a Khajiit that was barely hanging on for life.
Has the Blood Moon called you, fellow hunter?
I walked a little further, and there he was, Sinding in all his glory, standing atop the hill. So I tell him I was sent to kill him, right? And he's like, yeah, that's cool if you want to do that, because I probably deserve it. But if you spare me, we could fuck up some hunters together. Kill one werewolf, or tear through several squishy little hunters, which means more carnage and satisfaction. You know what time it is? Murder time, baby! So it's not quite what I expected at first, because Sinding was just kind of following me around like a lost puppy. He seems more shy than I expected. If you ever find yourself in this situation, be sure you don't accidentally hit him during the brawl, because that's extremely easy and it'll ruin everything. Then the second time we went in, it seemed like he was just afraid to get in the way, because no matter what, he just would not kill anybody. But that didn't last forever. He starts fucking ripping through everything with the pulse, and I just can't help but sit and watch this carnage unfold. It was just too satisfying seeing him one-hit everything. After we finished killing everyone, he basically just says thank you and that he'll make this place his home so he can hide from anyone who he may hurt.
Thank you for your help. I will make my home here, away from anyone I might hurt.
And that's it. Quest over in the blink of an eye. Outside, I'm once again met by the aspect of Hircine, and he still seems like he's in a pretty good mood.
Well met again, hunter.
So I tell him I did not kill Sinding, and I defied his wishes, to which he says,
So you may think. By bringing down my other hunters, you turn the chase inside out.
Turns out he liked the fact that we made the hunters become the hunted, and the carnage we caused inside the grotto was way more entertaining than just killing one werewolf. Hircine gets it. This is a rare Skyrim moment where you can say fuck you to one of the Daedra and they actually are happy that you did. And believe it or not, that's it for this one. Ill Met by Moonlight is complete, and we have 2 new Daedric artifacts to add to the collection. Give me a
I am a wolf.
in the comments so I know you made it this far. If you enjoyed this video, please consider showing some love in any way you feel necessary, like sharing, liking, or subscribing. And tune in next time, because there's still a lot of Daedric artifacts for me to grab, and this series is not over until this room is completely full. Tell someone you love them, and I'll see you in the next video.
I can't control the beast inside!